Shoots and Ladders, episode 12, SummerSlam preview. You can check us out on YouTube and Spotify. My name is Jason.
I'm Desiree Josen.
All right, so we've made it. This is the second most premiered PLE of WWE. It is SummerSlam. We're going to do our preview and predictions. We're actually going to start off, which we're going to go through the order, which we think is the order will be. Hopefully, we'll be right on that. Please chime in. Please DM us at the Shoots and Ladder. So my first predicted match is going to be Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan. I already know who you want to win this match. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, we all know mommy is going to win.
Yeah.
In my head, I think I already know what's going to happen. I feel like Dom is going to interfere.
Uh-huh.
And something about it tells me that Liv may potentially keep the title just by him interfering. And then something's going to go on. And I feel like Dom and Rhea are going to split.
Yeah.
So that's what I think.
To the T, I actually agree with you. I think Liv Morgan will retain. It kind of seems obvious. I think Dom obviously will get involved, and I think they'll split too. And I think there's a lot of speculation that Rhea is going to separate herself from the Judgment Day. So this kind of makes sense.
Which I hope she does, because she is the one that's carrying that faction, and that just needs to go away altogether.
1000% agree. All right, cool. Let's go to the next projected match. Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker. To me, this is way too obvious, and I will give WWE creative team credit. Last month when everyone predicted Braun was going to win, they didn't. They strategically had Sami. Now we know why. Now they're going to have Braun win at a bigger event and finally get the title on him. Yeah, so I think Braun's going to win, no doubt.
Oh, yeah, 100%. We already know Braun is going to win. He's going to make a great champion. It's going to be a really great match again. But hey, we got that dog in us. He's gonna win.
Absolutely. Well, and the other, from a creative aspect, another thing to note is if Sami won the first time, Braun wins this time, they can have another match in the next PLA. So it's from
potentially, yep.
Yeah, I think it just makes too much sense.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's move on to the next projected match. I believe that would be Bayley versus Nia Jax. I have a little bit of an interesting twist on this, but let me hear what you have to say.
I think I know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Because you've been pushing for it since she's had that briefcase.
Yep.
And to be honest, I don't want either to win. I don't care for either one of them to hold a title.
Yeah.
Respectfully, but I think what everyone is hoping for, and I'm going to let you say it, but it's going to be Tiffy time.
1,000,000%. Absolutely. Yeah, she definitely deserves it. Well, and what's funny is I'm actually going to put a little bit of brief history on this. Years ago, Big Show beat Mark Henry for the title, and Daniel Bryan cashed it in like 90 seconds. And I remember reading articles and such, which basically stated that the reason why they got the title off of Big Show so quickly is because when the Big Show has a title, it's kind of irrelevant. At this point, we've kind of mentioned this multiple times. Bayley sort of disappeared, whether that's someone in creative just not liking her or whatever the case is. She's just not, you almost forget that she's a champion. Nia, I don't think Nia winning a title does any good for anybody. If I had to guess,
no.
Yeah. If I had to guess, Tiffy comes in, knocks out Nia, or Bayley or whatever, and just whatever the scenario is, I think she casts it in. I think they'll actually give a good pop by the crowd.
I think it'll clean up the women's title story, just because this one has just been a little off.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been a strong reign. So I feel like this is the perfect time for her to come in and really build on it.
Absolutely. And if she doesn't cash it in, to be honest, I will be disappointed whatever the outcome is of this match.
Oh, same. 100%.
All right, cool. All right, perfect. So the next match that we're going to project will be LA Knight versus Logan Paul. This one's actually kind of interesting because SummerSlam's in Cleveland. So Logan is sort of the hometown hero, but you know what? I think it's only fitting. I think it's time. Give it to LA Knight and let him shine.
I am really stuck on this one. I think this is the really the only one where I'm like, I don't know. And I would be okay with either or. Just because I do like Logan, but I also favor LA Knight, and we've been pushing for him to hold some kind of title for I don't know how long. And, I think this would be great for him to finally win a strap. I I mean, Logan has been holding a title for a really long time, so I'm gonna go with LA Knight on
Yeah.
this one. I'm gonna go with it. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. The only thing I could think of that would make sense storyline wise is, yeah, if since Logan's a hometown guy, they don't want to do that to him. Listen, I'm actually agree with you. I think Logan is a phenomenal athlete.
Yeah.
And yeah, even though he's not quote unquote full time, he just draws so much heat, which is great. Phenomenal
Mhm.
athlete. But yeah, I think it is time, and we've been saying for a while that LA Knight needs a title. This is a perfect opportunity at an event that is again one of the more premier PLEs.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now let's go to the next one. Okay, this is an interesting one. I think this is a lose-lose situation overall. Damien versus Gunther. Yeah, you gotta hold your eyes. I'm actually with you on this.
It's like the Bailey Nia match.
Yeah, I actually agree. I mean, I don't even know if athletically they can even put up a good match.
I hate to say this. I'm gonna be prove me wrong, please, but I feel like I'm gonna be very underwhelmed. I would prefer Gunther to win just because I like Gunther. I think he'll be a better title holder just because Damian has just I feel like he's fallen flat. Yeah, he got a pop during the last Raw episode, but I'm like it's a little too late, but it's not consistent enough for us. So it's
Yeah.
Gunther.
Yeah, I'm actually with you. What in an ideal world, we already talked about um Rhea Ripley getting out of Judgment Day. I think what would actually kind of stress that, maybe like even jumping even forward, as if is if Finn Balor actually comes in, turns on David somehow, costs him the title, and then they really, really split. And I gotta be honest, Finn Balor is a phenomenal wrestler, performer, athlete. He's being absolutely wasted by Judgment Day. So that would actually make that would to me that would be like the best outcome or best scenario of this whole match.
The best scenario of this entire PLE is to get rid of Judgment Day.
Yeah, second that 100%. Yeah, we've actually, yeah. Oh, you hit it on the head.
Terrible,
Oh,
but
yeah. All right, next one. This match has been hyped for a very long time. So Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk with Seth Rollins as a special guest referee. This can actually go in so many different ways. What do you like? What's your thoughts on this?
I have no idea. I've
Yeah.
been thinking all week what are the possible outcomes and what would happen. I feel like at the end, it's going to be Drew because of everything that Punk has done to him over the months. I feel like he's just going to have this rage in him and just beat the hell out of him, which he deserves, and he knows it.
Yeah.
Um, I'm just trying to think of what other twists can happen, especially with Seth as ref as well.
So the one twist that I could see, and I think this would actually get the crowd really rattled, is if AJ comes out. And if AJ comes out, potentially Becky Lynch comes out. If that happens, they may have a little thing there, and then it could be really truly be a family affair, and that would be super interesting.
Interesting.
I,
Maybe. Yeah, because we haven't seen AJ for a while.
yeah, yeah.
And this will
I
be
mean,
nice for him to come out.
I would think I think she's semi-retired. I don't know, but this would make for a fun storyline.
Mm. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, that'd be
I
fun.
know that they've been pushing for her and she said no. She keeps saying no. So,
Yeah. So yeah, but I think that would actually be a lot of fun because again, this is technically a family affair. So that'd be the one thing that I think uh would
and Punk was also wearing like the bracelets
yeah,
with his family's name on it. So
that's what I'm saying.
that
I
could have
think
been
yeah,
okay. I see where you're going with this.
yeah, I think that would be fun. Yeah.
Maybe that would be interesting. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna continue to say this. Like if this becomes a dud of a match, then what an absolute waste of the cash in. If it, like this has to be the payoff, otherwise it would have been an absolute waste.
Yeah. I feel like it's going to be a really good match. I know those two are really great performers, so I'm very hopeful.
So, all right. Last and in our eyes, maybe least, not just joking, would be Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa. I think Cody wins. I'm just gonna say out there. There's obviously rumors that Roman Reigns comes out, which is very possible. There's rumors that like there's different scenarios here and there. I I just think Cody wins. There's no way. Solo Sikoa is. I don't even think he's that over, to be honest with you. So I don't think he's even ready for this match.
I don't think so either. And to be honest, I've completely forgotten about this match. So because when we were putting this together, we're like, there's a lot more that we're missing. We're like, oh, Cody and Sikoa.
Well,
Um,
okay, and let me kind of play imaginary Booker. Why isn't Randy Orton fighting Fatu?
Good question.
Yeah, wouldn't that make sense?
Uh, maybe that's gonna be later on. I don't know, but I not unless they come in and that's who's gonna, interfere. That could be a possible thing. Or, I mean, we still have one more week, so they could add on to, I don't know. But I don't see Sikoa winning.
Yeah, I don't either.
No,
It
I
just doesn't make
don't.
sense.
I don't think he's ready.
No, of course, and it would be an absolute waste if he were to win. And it's not time for Cody to
And
give the
I
title up.
and I don't think ever, I know I've been reading a lot that this is a possibility with Roman coming out. I don't think Roman's coming. I don't think he's coming anytime soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would yeah. Well, yeah. There's a couple of different ways that can. There's a couple different scenarios that can happen. I think ultimately though, any of those scenarios will have Cody retain the title. All right, cool. Now, final comments. All right, so what would you say? Who do you think is going to be the match stealer?
You
All
go
right.
first.
Okay, sure. All right. So, final comments. As far as the show stealer, I'm going to go with two candidates. I think LA Knight and Logan Paul is actually. I think that could be a show stealer of a match. I think that would be. I think that I can definitely see that getting the best pop reaction, and obviously, I think Drew versus CM Punk versus with Seth Rollins as special referee. I think that will be a match stealer as well.
Same. I've that's the one I've always been looking forward to is the Drew and Punk one just because of the build up. So that, like I said, it's going to be promising. Um, what I'm actually looking forward to is Liv and Rhea because Rhea hasn't been in the ring for a little bit and wants to get her hands on Liv. So I always look forward to that. So I'm looking for the twist with Dom as well. So
Sure.
I'll go with that.
Okay. Fair enough. Now, a projected grade on SummerSlam. If you had like just given the card that we have and then given the outcomes that we just ran, if you had to give a projected grade, what would you say it would be?
A B.
I literally was gonna say B two. There's a couple underwhelming matches, just don't make sense. But there's some matches that I think could really still a show. I'm a little surprised the card's a little bit light. I kind of would expect a little bit like a couple more matches to be honest with you.
I actually like this amount
Yeah.
because it gives them time to focus and it's not rushed and there's not a lot of filler. So there's just a lot of meat
Yeah.
to the show. So I like these. I like this number.
Yeah. Well, and if that's the case, then I'm all for it. And maybe this will be the format moving forward. Because I'm with you. There's no point of having forced content. But yeah, I'm gonna project before a B. We'll see what happens. Now, for everyone out there, again, please like, share, and subscribe. Please chime in with your predictions, your projected grade for this match. Well, obviously, we're going to do a review on this on SummerSlam as well, and we'll see how we did as well. So, again, my name is Jason.
I'm Desiree Josen.
Until next time, have an awesome day.
Bye, friends.